All right, go ahead and start seated. Any form of comfortable seated position. I bring both my heel or both my ankles, one in front of the other. Beginning to lengthen up through the spine, getting that gentle hugging in of the low abdomen and the navel. Just noticing the breath for a minute before we deepen it. Noticing the spine, shoulders, low back, hips. And let's begin to deepen the breath in and out through the nose. Getting expansion through the ribcage on the inhales and contraction on the exhales. Feeling the mind calm as we focus on our breath. Let's go ahead and drop our arms out to the side. Inhale, reaching the arms up overhead. Exhale, dropping the right hand, reaching the left. Inhale, feeling the core bring you back up. Exhale, going over to the left. Inhale, rising. And continuing this pattern for the next few breaths. Breathing deeply. We'll take one more to each side and then we'll hold. All right, inhaling and exhale. Go ahead and stay here. We want to make sure we're keeping space in those outer ribs as well as the ribs underneath. Gaze can be straight ahead. If you want to, you can look up or you can look down, whatever feels best on the neck this morning. Feeling both sits bones ground down into the earth. The stretch you should feel all the way from the left hip, all the way through those left fingers. Breathing expansively. All right, let your next inhale bring you up. And exhale towards the left. Again, working to keep the side body open all the way through those ribs. And the underside also is open. Our hips are grounded. Deep breathing. Belly still hugging in. All right, next inhale brings you up. And exhale. Let's go ahead and bring the arms down. Inhale, bringing the arms forward, thumbs coming up. Exhale, flip the hands, rotating the shoulders. Let's do that again. Inhale, up. Flip. Exhale down. Just taking that nice rotation on the inhales and exhales. Getting the shoulders a little more involved. Keeping length in the spine as you do this. All right. Nicely done. Okay, let's bring our hands to our knees. We're going to inhale and exhale. Let's start to tip the right ear towards the right shoulder, coming all the way down the front. We're just going to take half circles. Inhale, bring your left ear to your left shoulder, and then exhale, going the opposite direction. So we're not allowing the head to go back, just half circles right now, and then we'll go into full circles. Pausing wherever you feel any kind of sensation and breathing there. All the while lengthening up through the spine. All right, on this next one, exhale, we bring the chin around. On the inhale, you reach the crown of the head back. We want to make sure that the spine and the neck are still lengthening. Exhale, going towards the left. Inhale, going back. And you can take more than one breath. I just like taking one breath because then I have a very intentional inhale and a very intentional exhale. One more to this side and then we'll switch. Okay, inhale brings you to center. And then exhale, going towards the right. Again, pausing whenever you feel sensation and breathing in that space. Working just to get movement in the neck, trying to release the shoulders. Try to take one more. And then we'll meet at a neutral spine. Nice. Okay, with the arms on the knees, inhale, we pull back, lift the heart, lift the chin. And exhale, we curl the chin, curl the spine. Inhale, reach. Exhale, curl. Just some seated cat-cow. Inhale. And exhale. Let's take a couple more. You can start to get the hips involved if you'd like to, leaning yourself forward on the inhales and drawing yourself back on the exhales. Allowing movement into that spine. One more. Okay, coming back to neutral. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale, let's go ahead and roll over onto hands and knees. I'm going to open up my blanket and use it under my knees as some support. Wrists are underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Okay, taking full cat-cow. Inhale, dropping the belly, lifting the heart, lifting the chin. Exhale, tucking the spine, tucking the chin, tucking the tailbone. Keeping the belly engaged all through this as you go with your own breath. Pressing into the hands. Keeping the elbows nice and soft. Belly stays engaged. Even breathing. Let's take one more. Inhale, come back to neutral. Bring the big toes together. You can widen the knees out if you like. Send the hips back on an exhale. Child's pose. Reaching the heart and the forehead towards the ground. The hips towards the heels. Releasing the low back. All right, inhale, come back to hands and knees. We're gonna step that right foot forward. Coming into a nice low lunge. You can plant your fingertips, palms, maybe make some fists. Breathing. Allowing yourself to drop into that left hip. Right knee over the right ankle. Alrighty, from here, planting hands if you're up. We're gonna move. So inhale brings us forward. Exhale, we send those hips back, keeping the right foot planted. It's gonna give you a nice stretch through that right hamstring. Inhale forward. Exhale back. Just taking that a few more times with the breath. Keeping the belly tucked. Okay, one more, and then we're gonna hold on the exhale, okay? So inhale and exhale. Let's go ahead and hold. Trying to keep those toes down. Still lengthening through the spine. All right, inhale, come forward. Let's step that knee back. Left knee comes forward. Low lunge. Keeping that belly tucked. Left knee over left ankle. Dropping into that right hip. Gaze is straight down at the floor. Belly's hugging in. All right, let's take our hamstring movement. Inhale brings us forward. Exhale, we send the hips back. Inhale brings us forward. Exhale takes us back. Taking that several more times. Being conscious of your breath. Conscious of the movement. Let's take a couple more. Okay, last one and we'll hold. Inhale forward. And exhale back, holding. Keeping those toes down. Noticing the differences between the sides. All right, inhale, bring yourself forward. Exhale, send the feet back. Let's go ahead and walk our hands towards our feet or our knees. We're gonna tuck the toes under and sit back on the heels. Just getting a nice stretch in the soles of the feet. And if this is a little bit too much, you can take your blanket and bring it right on your heels. Sometimes that feels better. Breathing deeply. Let's go ahead and take some arm movements. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, thumbs come to sternum. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, arms float out to the side. Let's take that 3 more times. Inhale, up. Exhale to the sternum. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale to the sides. 2 more. Inhale, up. Maybe look up. Exhale, thumbs to heart. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale to the side. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and inhale, come up off those feet. Shake out the toes a little bit. That can be really hard on our feet. Okay. Now let's go ahead and swing our feet around, coming onto our sits bones. Coming into a wide V with our legs. And then let's draw the left leg in left foot to right thigh, not shin. Okay, another great place to put your blanket under your hips if you need a little bit more support. Walking the right hand over. Inhale, left arm reaches. Exhale, beginning to fold. Keeping that left hip grounded into the earth. Our right leg is nice and active with the toes extending upwards. Same feeling when we were cross-legged. We want our ribs on the left to be open, and we want expansion in those right ribs as well. Gaze can be down, straight ahead, or up, whatever feels best to you. And maybe on the exhales, you start to go a little deeper, moving the hand further, maybe coming onto the forearm. All the while maintaining connection with the hips. All right, inhale, feel the left arm bring you up. Exhale, go ahead and extend the left leg. Right leg comes in. Left fingers crawl to the side. Inhale, right arm comes up. And exhale, beginning to fold. Keeping that rib cage open towards the ceiling. Pressing the right foot into the right thigh. Hips are down on the earth. Left leg is active. Heel grounding into the ground, toes pointing up. Same options for your gaze. Up, down, or just straight ahead. Maybe exhales take you deeper, all the while maintaining length in both sides of the torso. It's kind of hard when we're folding to keep it in the left side, but you can do it. Just feel length coming all the way through the crown of the head. All right, inhale, right arm brings us up. Exhale, legs both extend. Okay, fold up your blanket. We're gonna bring it out in front of us. So it's gonna be nice and folded small. And from here, we're gonna inhale, reach our arms forward. Exhale, start to fold at the hips. You might need to adjust where your blanket is because we're gonna rest our head onto it. And this is where if you have pillows, extra pillows, bringing those underneath you, okay? Working to reach that heart forward, to get the head onto blankets, pillows. Feeling length through the spine, sits bones stay on the earth. Belly still hugging in. All right, inhale, making your way back up. Let's bring the feet together. I'm going to turn to the side. And we're going to come down onto our backs on an exhale. We're just going to take Supta Baddha Konasana for a minute. If you want to take a quick inversion, modified bridge, or a modified shoulder stand, feel free to do that. We are going to be going into Shavasana in a minute. All right, coming into Shavasana, if you're feeling any low back pain, planting the feet as wide as your mat and allowing the knees to drop in. Otherwise, you can stay where we just were if you'd like to. And for a little added support under the sacrum, you can bring your blanket underneath you. Or if you're taking traditional Shavasana, legs wider than the hips. If you want some support on the neck and shoulders, bringing the blanket under the top of the shoulders, resting the head down. Hands can be down around your sides, or maybe one hand or both on your belly, or one on the heart. Allowing yourself to come back to the breath and releasing down. Begin to deepen your breath. Allowing movement to come back into your body. Wiggling fingers and toes. Rotating wrists and ankles. Bringing the knees up into the chest on an inhale. And on an exhale, making your way to fetal position. Pausing here, maybe using the arm underneath the head as a pillow. Looking inward with compassion and non-judgment. Sending peace and gratitude throughout. Planting your hands, making your way up with your inhales and exhales to a comfortable seated position. Arms down around the sides. We'll take a breath together. All right, inhale, reaching the arms up, look up. Exhale, thumbs come to sternum. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. The divine light in me sees and honors the divine light in you. Namaste.